Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stain Inc. My name is Beth, and today I'm here to do a fairly quick review over a book that I'm not 100% certain how to describe. It's middle grade. It's kind of a ghost story, kind of a psychological thriller, definitely creeptastic, and that is Thornhill by Pam Smy. Now, this book is told mostly through illustrations and goes back and forth between two time periods. So the only part of the book that is actually written for us is written in diary entries from the main character in 1982, and her name is Mary. Mary lives in Thornhill, which is an orphanage, and she has apparently selective mutism and is kind of, I don't know, she seems very awkward and intense and is mute, and so she is, of course, being bullied by the other girls in the orphanage, in particular, one highly popular girl in the orphanage. And so at the beginning of the book, this girl that terrorizes Mary has just come back from a placement, and so Mary is frightened, and it moves on from there. The other time period is the current time period, it's 2017, and a little girl, Ella, has moved into a house across from the abandoned Thornhill orphanage. So it kind of goes back and forth between reading the diary entries and then illustrations showing Ella's life and Ella getting interested in the abandoned orphanage across the road, and the story progresses from there. Now, it is all told in black and white. Mary, and then we find out Ella, are puppeteers. They make puppets. So here is one of Mary's diary entries, and then, of course, the black and white illustrations throughout the entire book. Like I said, the only time we get actual writing is in Mary's diary entries, except for a couple of notes in newspaper articles that are kind of propped up in the images with Ella's story in 2017. So we find out what has happened to Mary through her diary entries, and at the end of the book, we kind of know what has happened to Ella, um, but it is all very, very creepy. And I don't want to give too much more than that away, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and wrap it up there. I have given this book a 3 stars on Goodreads, but it is more like a 3.5 to 3.75 star. I don't know where they could have put anything else to push it up to 4 stars, but I really feel that if Pam Smy had added just a smidgen more, um, I don't know where. Maybe in Ella's story. I kind of feel like I didn't get enough from Ella, so maybe in Ella's story, I don't know. I just feel like if there'd been just a smidgen more, this would have been a 4 star read for me. It's definitely creepy, and especially for a middle grade book, there's some stuff in this, bullying, and then in the end, Mary makes sure that they cannot take her away from Thornhill. You know what I mean? And it doesn't discuss that part in too much detail, but there are a couple of places where I thought, wow, this is pretty heavy even for a middle grade ghost story psychological thriller. There were a couple of things, and I think that that may have been um, something that really kind of pushed this book forward for me, because it's so well done. The illustrations and the diary entries kind of seamlessly go together. 1982 and 2017 going back and forth. You can tell what time you're in, but they really work well together. And it's so minimalistic that it's creepy, but you don't dwell on any of the parts for too long. They just kind of fold together into this thriller-esque ghost story. So if you like any of those things that I have just called this book, whether or not you enjoy middle grade, I think you would highly enjoy this. You should definitely check it out. I would highly recommend that you do. If you have read it, although it just came out in August of 2017, so it probably hasn't made the rounds as of yet, but if you have read it or plan on reading it, please let me know down below in the comment section. And don't forget to like if you enjoyed this review and hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'll talk to you guys again soon. I hope that you have a fabulous week, that you read something good. Bye.